finally, we got past that date that everybody was so concerned about, that date on January 19th, that we were just so concerned that TikTok was going to go dark, and it did for a few hours, and then we woke up this morning and found out it was back on. But the thing that we also have to be concerned about is censorship. We have to still be concerned that for two things, that our U.S. Congress, our Supreme Court, refused to support and back our U.S. Constitution and our First Amendment rights. They totally forgot about that and acted as if we no longer have First Amendment rights. But the other thing that we need to be concerned about is what social media companies do to consumers. And so therefore, we need a customer's bill of rights that we're going to use for social media. If you listen to what President Trump said, he already talked about how he was going to enforce where social media companies do not censor. Therefore, we don't have to worry about our videos being removed. We don't have to worry about our lives being shut down, our comments being flagged, or that our accounts are banned. An account like mine, where I had 368,000 followers, and it was just banned in the last couple of weeks, and now I'm starting over. He said that he was going to address those issues. But everyone, since we know that our elected officials do not care about our First Amendment rights, that's something that we're going to have to do. We have to now, since they are so concerned about our data, we want them to be just as concerned about our First Amendment rights and censorship. And who censors us more than anyone is the people that they have given permission. Those are social media companies. We should not have our accounts banned because we said something, and we have some 20-year-old who decided that they didn't like that term, so they put it in an algorithm so we could not say that term. So anyway, I'm asking for everyone now on not only TikTok, but all social media sites, go in and demand that we have a customer's bill of rights that protects us from censorship. Censorship has hurt so many of us, especially those of us who are monetized, and we get some comment that we're not a video that has 700,000 views is not going to be monetized, or you get something that your live is going to be taken down, and this is something that they've done constantly. But anyway, listen to what President Trump says about this.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple, just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated to suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis- or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified. These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses.